Y'all wanted a quick little video about, oh, wait a minute, that's my finger in the way, sorry. You wanted a quick little video about making samples, so I'm going to do you a super quick little video about making samples. So what you have to start with, and I'm trying to get lighting good so you can see, what you have to start with is candy molds. There's two different kinds. This one is actually a shaped pumpkin one, and this one here is what they call a hard candy breakaway mold. This one makes 64, and actually this one works just as fine. Sometimes I use the fancy little cute candy molds if it's a scent or a time of the year that I want to use something cute, but most of the time I just use this one because it's quick and easy and you can get 64 out of them. So the other thing you're going to need then is a glass. I just use a Pyrex measuring cup, or you can use like a glass bowl, and this is just my designated little wax one. It's kind of ugly, it has a little wax down on it. I don't clean my stuff in between. You see the crud of old wax on these. This one's been used for 2.5, almost 3 years, and it's still in pretty good shape. It's got a little wax crud on it, but no big deal. I don't worry about cleaning them. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, you're going to cut up your wax, and I just have a little bit left in here. I want to finish up the rest of my pumpkin marshmallow. But you'll cut up your wax in chunks in your measuring cup, and then you're going to melt it in the microwave on defrost, and it's just going to depend on your microwave as to how long you're going to have to do it, but just do it on 50% defrost. You can also put it in a little pan on top of the stove and melt it that way, but most of us just use the microwave. Alright, so then if you're using the hard candy breakaway mold like this, you're just going to pour the wax in there until it's filled up. If you're using this, I have a little metal spoon, again, designated little spoon for my wax, but since I'm doing this with my phone recorder, I don't have a third hand, so I'm just going to do a pour, and I don't know how pretty I'll do it, but you're just going to fill your little molds, and I don't know if I can talk, woo, I overfilled that one. Don't do that. And my wax could have been a little bit. Alright, so there we go. So you get the gist on that. So you're going to fill your molds either way that you do it, and then you're going to let these cool and harden just at room temperature. Now, the key kicker to this is you're going to have trouble getting these out of the molds if you don't do this one step. And what you want to do is when these are cool and set up, you want to stick them in the freezer. You only need to put them in there for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can just flip your mold over and they will pop right out. This one, you flip it over, pop the whole sheet of them out, and then you just break them all apart. So then the next thing you're going to do is you want to get these little 2x3 baggies. You can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. If you have a Hobby Lobby near and watch, you can get these for half price, and I think it's 100 of them. Normally $1.99, so then you can get 100 of them for $1. I used to use bigger ones and put my card inside, but the oils from the wax will ruin your business card, so I suggest you do it this way and just put the sample inside the bag. So here's my little pumpkin in his little baggie, and then I do a little label, and I don't know if you guys can see because now I'm in the way of my light here. But my label says wax sample, heat don't eat, your sample scent is pumpkin marshmallow. I always make sure I put on there because like these food scented ones, I don't want anybody to mistake it for candy. The wax is non-toxic, it won't hurt anybody, but I don't want somebody having a cow because their kid ate a chunk of wax. And that's it. You're going to staple these to your business card. Little trick that I learned over the years of making my samples, when you staple it to anything, don't staple it from the zipper end. You want to staple it to your card from this end, or flyer, or whatever you're stapling it to. But if you staple it this end, then they can open and close the bag and smell it without actually having to rip it off of whatever you've got it stapled to. So just remember to do that. But that's it. These are my little pumpkins I just finished up. I'm going to finish up these last few little pumpkins, and that'll be it for my brick of pumpkin marshmallow. So, but that's how you make samples. If you guys have any questions, then just let one of us know. Thanks.